Hey up brewers, how we doing? Gary from VOC Home Brewery. Long time, not been on for a couple of months. Been brewing plenty, but just prepping. Got a keg in there. Just give it a good clean. It's done now. Give it a wash out, and I'm gonna rack what's in there a little bit later. New acquisition to the brew shed. One of them. Conical fermenter. It's been performing fantastic, to be honest. It's been only bought it just over a week 10 days ago. Give it a good clean. It's on a trolley there from Aldi, help me move it about a bit easier. Yeah, so tomorrow we plan on brewing I plan on brewing a Kolsch. Hopefully the weather's gonna be improving shortly. So yeah, Kolsch on the menu tomorrow, and it's a Mean Brews Kolsch. So I'll share the recipe, obviously. Just put you can see this here. Just put basically a bit of liner, a bit of LVT I got given 12 months ago. Actually took the table out, clean behind it, 'cause it's absolutely minging. System's just had a good swill. Got to rinse it all out, clean the keg as I've said. A couple more there to do them shortly. And yeah, getting all the prep done for tomorrow. Got the RO water harvested, and yeah, I plan on going through the brew day in detail. As probably the last 20 brew days I've been getting really good efficiencies, like 90% plus mash and near 80% Brewhouse. So I'll go through my processes, and if you want to copy and paste and please do. Hopefully improve your brew days. So yeah, right, when it rolls over I shall be in another phase. See you in a bit. Hi brewers, all up to speed. The water's in the kettle, everything ready for the morning. I don't know whether you can make out the pipe kind of halfway up at 45 degrees, never mind that. All the grains and salts are in there. Just going to give them a mix up now. So yeah, I've just racked the beer as well. That's why that's open. Smelled absolutely lovely. Millhouse IPA coming at 4%. A couple of points above terminal, but it'll be a good session beer. So yeah, all prep ready for the morning. Just gonna give them a good mix up now, and that's it. See, it's counting down. 10 hours 47 to go. I'll be up about 6:30 in the morning. Hopefully it'll be up to temp about 6:45. Any eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed it's up to 80 degrees. Obviously I don't want it that hot for mashing in, but what I find, and I'm sure a lot of brewers do, what I find when I start the pump off, it might be, just say I was mashing in at 71, it might get up to 71, but as soon as you turn the pump on and the cold water that's in that section of pipe and the pump and what have you, probably good half a litre, it drops the temp down to under 60, so then you got to obviously reheat it up. So going it, what I find in, if I get it up to about 80, that's the max it'll go on this setting, I'm pretty sure. Then when I spin it round, it drops to about 65. Only takes 5 minutes to get it up to 71. So there's a little tip for starters. I got a few more for you all tomorrow. So right, fucking hell, 2 minutes already. So I'll stop waffling. See you in the morning. Morning brewers. Back again, rolling over from the previous segment. Literally just mashed in. Took about, I don't know, I always take a good 10 minutes or so. There's just 5 kilos of grain in there, just take my time. Half a kilo, put a kilo in, give it a good mix round, then basically just put it in half a kilo at a time and just take my time. Finally take about 2 minutes when it's all in, just to give it a really good stir, and then leave it for this 20-minute mash rest. So that's where we are now. So yeah, I'll stop my usual pointless waffle, But yeah, I find mashing in, you know, I'm trying to give a few tips and hints today. Taking the time mashing in, give it that 20-minute, half-hour mash rest, depending on the size of the grain bill. The bigger the grain bill, the more I'll leave it more towards the half hour. So I find that helps overall efficiencies. I think there is a correlation between the two. Good grief, that's a big word for a dark. Well, it's about 5:30 in the morning. Good Friday, so yes, right. Stop the pointless waffle. Get back to you in a bit. The brewers back again. 20-minute mash rest done. Nice and easy. Yeah, started the, as you can see, we're 43 minutes left, so it's been going for about 17 minutes now. Let's have a look, see if you can see. It's hard to see with the light. It is recirculating well, just starting to clear up a little bit. Kolsch does remain mainly hazy, so I'm not bothered if it is a little bit on the hazy side. Missus for the missus, basically, she likes it, but I tend to drink most of it as well. So yeah, it's I give it a little stir after a couple of minutes, as the throughput was very slow, and it's higher in the mash okay, I forget the malt pipe rather than the kettle. So yeah, it's quite even now. There's only a couple of inches between it, so it's all good. Yeah, I'm going to take the pH reading now and get back to you in a bit. Cheers. Day brewers back again on the Vorlaf. The 60-minute mash. Now we're on the Vorlaf. Just leave it, do that. Probably have to stir it a couple of times, maybe 4 or 5 times. Doesn't really matter. Trying to rinse as many of the lovely sugars, fermentable sugars, through as possible. So if you don't do this, I'd highly recommend you do. It's literally as simple as lifting the pipe up, and the malt pipe up, and putting it like that. Put it on about 40%, let it trickle in. You can have it on too high. You want it to rinse through steadily. I'll probably have to stir that in a minute. It's been going for about 2 or 3 minutes now, something like that. So I'll give it a stir in a minute. You can see it's the wort's nice and clear at the moment for the Kolsch. So yeah, that's the Vorlaf process. Absolutely easy peasy. I set my timer for 20 minutes on my phone. Seems to work for me. Virtually every brew day I get 2 or 3 gravity points up on pre-boil and the main OG, so you know it works, it just does. So there we are. That's one of me, another one of my processes. Not very secret, but if you haven't seen this being done before and you don't know about it, highly recommended. Okay guys, cheers. Right, welcome back. We're actually on the sparge. This is how I do it. Anyone who hasn't watched any vids before, which is very possible, this is how I like sparging. There are other ways to do it, but it's very difficult in my little brew room to get the HLT alongside here. So this is how I do it. It's actually quite a lot of sparge water today for me. It's I think 15, 16 litres, something like that. So yeah, that's how I do it. Can we see in there? No, not really. There is got to get 35 in there. It's about 28 at the moment. So I shall get back to you when, sorry about that, usual shit camera work. I shall get back to you when we're done. Hello again brewers, just ramping up to the boil, nearly at 95 degrees. I always turn the pump off when I get approached 95 degrees. I like to have it whizzing, like say, just slowing down. I like to amalgamate all the first run-ins together. So yeah, I got it's hard to see really, about 35.5 litres in, 90-minute boil on this recipe. So yeah, just about 0.4 of a litre up, which is pretty accurate for me. I normally a litre and a half over. Just done the first I've done 3 refractometer tests, and the first one was about 1044, second one 1042, and the one just a minute or two ago was 1041. So I'll call it the 1041. The pre-boil should have been 1038, so I'm 2.5, 3 points up, and got a little bit of extra wort in, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, that's where we are. Won't really film again till later on when I'm cooling down or something. There's no hop stand with this recipe, so yeah, pretty straightforward recipe, straightforward brew day. Nothing out of the ordinary happening, so yeah, we'll leave it there for now. See you later. Brewers back again, just on the, I call it a wort rest. Basically, when a return temperature cools down to about 30, I just stop the pump, just let it sit there for half an hour, 25 minutes, half an hour. You can do a lot longer. A lot of the material that's in suspension in the wort there kind of drops out, clears it up quite a lot, and then when it's down to about 20, I'll lash it in the fermenter. So yeah, it's all gone really well. Better than my numbers by just done a refractometer test. It says, you can see there's 28 or 27.5, but there's within here in the pipes there's about 0.7, 0.8 of a litre in there, so it's right on the money really. Right, 5 litres an hour. It boils off, boiled quite hard today. You can see on the insides there a lot of hot matter on the insides. There was a lot more, scraped it off. So yes, not an interesting brew day, pretty easy really. It'll should come in at 10:48. It's probably going to come in about 10:50, 10:51, somewhere around there. But when I do the vid, at the end I'll put all the numbers up and so you can see what's what. But yeah, another good brew day, good processes, all working well one after the other. So yeah, very happy. Hopefully get a nice beer out the other end. So that's it really. Easter Friday. It's only about 10:30 in the morning, so yeah, an early start, early finish, things to do, wife to please, all that caper. So yeah, thanks for watching if you've stuck it to the bitter end, and we'll see you again soon. Take care, bye.